Welcome back to the Built for Profit podcast. Guys, y'all are in for a treat today with Marco and Fran. They're calling in all the way from the Philippines. They are world travelers. We were just talking about it's 6 a.m. a day ahead their time, and it's 4 p.m. the day behind my time. So it's just wild that we get to do this through technology. But I am super pumped to just hear their journey and the business that they've built to be able to live the lifestyle that they live, to be able to kind of roam the earth and see a lot of different things, which is such a cool thing. So, Marco and Fran, welcome to the podcast. I'm super excited to have y'all here. So, if y'all just want to give us really kind of the kind of short story back end of how you even got into the world that y'all are building, the business that y'all are building, a little bit about both of y'all, and y'all kick us off from there.
Awesome.
Hey, Austin, thanks for having us. And yeah, we'll tell our story. You want to start, Fran?
Yeah, I think, I love your introduction, by the way. And I think actually the main reason why we got into business is because we wanted to travel the world. 2017, that's when we actually decided, realized that we share the same dream of traveling the world. We had no idea what we were getting ourselves into. We just had so many dreams. Like we were like, okay, we want to travel the world. We want to create our online business. We want ultimate freedom. But to realize we had no idea what was expecting
Yeah.
from us on the other side, because actually we both work 9 to 5. We were raised to, study, have a corporate job, climb the corporate ladder. And we did that. So pretty much our life was very organized, we had a very clear path. But although, it was very clear and we followed that, we realized that that's not what we wanted. We wanted to actually have an unconventional lifestyle and travel the world and create online businesses. So that was our main drive in the beginning. And in the beginning, actually, our first year in business, we made $0. Like first year was really frustrating. It was like we were thinking, oh, we quit our jobs in the first year. We are gonna hit 6 figures, and we are gonna do it all. And then it was like, okay,
But we were
$0.
But we were doing that while traveling the world already. Imagine,
Okay,
we quit our jobs and sold everything, and we just have seriously just 2 backpacks. And all right, we're gonna figure this out. We didn't
yeah.
know what we're doing. And the first year we were like, yes, we're gonna make 6 figures in our first year because we're so awesome. Because we probably don't have any business knowledge, but we have courage. That's what we had, definitely. And some what do you call this? We were kind of naive on how to become an entrepreneur. Like we're gonna
Yeah.
do it. We're gonna figure it out. So I think that's something we did right. We had the
Yeah.
vision and we had the courage, and we will figure it out. And yeah, so going back, first year we were traveling around the world, and we didn't make any money. So that was definitely frustrating and scary.
Then we
yeah.
realized that, hey, if we want to make this happen, we need help. The same way, because that's something that actually we realized. Like we were successful in the corporate job because in a way, we studied, we had teammates, we had managers. So the path was, we were not alone, right?
Yeah.
So we were like, let's replicate that to our business. So actually we intentionally started buying courses, like investing in mentors and coaches. We went all in, like all our savings, like we went all in. And we were like, this needs to change. We want to make this work. So we actually invested, all our savings into mentors, coaches, courses, and everything.
And books.
Books, we read tons
Yeah.
of books. We keep on reading, it's like, it's never ending.
Yeah, that's right.
So and now it's been 8 years traveling the world while running
Wow.
our online business, more than 50 countries. We have a mobile app in the App Store, a self-development app in the App Store. We have coaching programs. And all of this while traveling the world and living the life that actually we want, which is
Yeah.
very fulfilling. So it was worth it. It was definitely more like we had no idea what we were getting into, but definitely it was very worth it, and we are happy to be on this journey.
Well, our
Yeah, I
main
love
goal was really to have freedom, and that's why it's all worth it. And now we are focusing more on the fulfillment side of the business of, hey, we really want to help more and more people because this is just an amazing life.
Yeah.
It's just an amazing life. We get to do whatever we want, be in whatever location we want on earth, and at the same time run our business, make a living from helping people. So that's the best part about that.
Yeah, I love that so much. I think there's one key point that I love that you mentioned. I feel like y'all are these people. I'm somewhat this way, but you're kind of jump out of the plane and then figure out the parachute once you're already falling out of the plane kind of thing. Like you said, we're gonna dive in, we're gonna travel the world, we're gonna make $100,000 that first year, and it didn't happen. But you learned from it and you had the ability to pivot and continue to grow and pull in the right people to get to the next level. And I just think there's so much power in that of just starting. I think that's one of the things, honestly, just whether it's for us, I was just meeting with a group of friends of just saying, like, what's the habit that I just need to commit to and do it today and just start and then figure it out along the way rather than sit and do nothing while I'm trying to figure everything out. So I love that y'all did that. But I am so curious. Okay, if you go back to 2017, you quit your corporate jobs. Where was the first place that y'all went in the travel the world excursion? Where was the very first place?
Actually, where we are now, the
Th-
Philippines.
Oh, really?
This is where we started because I wanted Fran to. I'm from the Philippines,
Okay.
and I wanted Fran to know my culture
Yeah.
and my family. So we started here in the Philippines. We started as backpackers. We were backpacking in the Philippines for 6 months.
Wow.
We went through so many islands, and
We
we
live
have
in remote islands. We live without water and electricity. And
Wow.
yeah, that first year actually was like, we came from corporate, like we barely go camping, all those kind of things. So it was like that first year was like, let's do everything that we have never expected ourselves to do before.
Yeah.
So we had a bunch of first time experiences.
Oh, I'm sure. Okay, I'm curious about y'all's style. Is it more of once you get to the Philippines or really anywhere you're traveling, is it find a base camp and kind of live out of that base camp for a few months while you kind of go to these different destination places? Or is it we sleep every few nights we're moving to the new location and doing that kind of deal? So I'm curious what's y'all's style when you travel.
Actually,
in the beginning. It's more like the second one. Like
Really?
we only have our backpack, so we literally just jump into different islands.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's no base. We're just jumping to different. Until now, we don't have a base actually.
I
We're
would
still moving every couple
Wow.
of months.
So I would say, like, I think our lifestyle evolved with us. So in the beginning, we were changing accommodation like every 5 days,
Yeah.
which like we were, like traveling while creating the online business and everything and moving every 5 days. So when we were close to the year, we were like, hey, I think this way of living, like changing accommodation almost on average every 5 days, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna be
Yeah.
sustainable in the long term. So then we started like maybe like, okay, a month in a
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
So, and then over time it was like, okay, so now, for example, nowadays what we do is like we have like 90 day sprints. Like we live in a
Okay.
place for like at least 90 days, and then usually that's where we have focus time, and then we explore and we live like locals wherever we are and run
Yeah.
the business, and then we move to the next destination, and in between we do a few holidays or travels. So
Yeah.
that's how we usually do it nowadays. But I think it evolved over time. We hitchhike, we did van life, we did camping, we did luxury hotels.
Yeah.
Now we do house sitting, we rent in Airbnb. So we did all the different kind of travel lifestyles.
Yeah. What's the one that you feel like you've been going back to a little bit as far as even let's just kind of run down the lane of accommodations. What's the most typical one now that y'all are we're 8 years in, right? 7, 8 years in doing this. Are y'all typically like what's your comfort zone? Is it rent Airbnb, house sitting or camping or what is it? Or y'all still do a lot of variety of all things?
I would say in the past uh, 4 or 5 years, we've been doing mostly house sitting and
Cool.
Airbnb, but mostly I would say 80% is house sitting because we love house sitting. We get to have the
Yeah.
comfort of a home. Like we really feel like at home. We have pets, and so it doesn't feel like traveling. Sometimes actually, I feel like we have a home anywhere in the world, and we get to
Yeah.
run our business and have all the comfort
Yeah.
of having a house.
And we get to
And
meet awesome people. Like while house sitting, we
Oh
have
yeah.
met people who works with very famous artists or very cool projects. So, or also people who also went for their dreams. So
Yeah.
it's I think house sitting is like it's a very good sweet spot. And then in between, whenever we want to go to a certain place that perhaps there is no house sitting, that's where we usually rent a place because no, I
Yeah.
really want to go there, so we rent. But most of
Yeah.
the time, I think house sitting,
house
right?
sitting gives us the comfort of a home and pets, and we house sit in luxury houses. So it
Yeah.
was very, very comfortable for us to run our business and continue what we're doing.
Yeah, we have
Yeah, that's
houses
so
like
cool.
in front of the Caribbean Ocean, like in the middle of Utah with snow-capped mountains at the back of the house. So
Yeah.
very awesome experiences.
Yeah.
We'll see
That's
how
so
it evolves, this lifestyle.
yeah, that is I love that. It's so much fun hearing that. Okay, so I'm curious, go back to over the journey of traveling the world, building a business. What did y'all start to build a business? And then I'm curious, like, how has that evolved from the business that y'all are building? Because you have the app on the App Store that you and you have a coaching business. And I'm curious now that you're, multiple years in, what's kind of like your ideal client that you're pursuing and who are y'all coaching and what does that look like from that standpoint? Who do you serve?
Love it. I go.
Yeah, go.
Well, in the beginning, we used to do content creation. That's how we
Okay.
started.
Yeah.
So we used to do content creation. Our clients were mainly, it was B2B, like mainly business to business.
Yeah.
Then we realized that even though that was leaving a lot of revenue and profit, we were like not very fulfilled, and it was not very aligned to where we were seeing like our business going in the
Yeah.
future. It was not very scalable. It was very time consuming. So in like a few years in, we decided to cut that part of the business and
Yeah.
went all in into coaching.
Okay.
So right now our clients are 9 to 5 professionals who are unhappy, drained, and they want to change their lifestyle. They want to change in their lives, and they want to be more location free and be able to create a business that is location free, that allows that
Yeah.
they are allowed to do it whatever, and that is aligned to their passions, and that it allows them to live life on their own terms. So right
Okay.
now that's the people that we are serving, 9 to 5 professionals who want to break free from the 9 to 5
Yeah.
and create their own online business and live life on their own terms.
Yeah, that's fascinating. So I guess as I'm hearing you correctly, they're still working the 9 to 5, and as part of y'all's program, it's kinda almost to, like, build the side hustle enough so that they can make the leap, or is it just kinda creating the plan for the future so they can make the leap, or what does that look like as you try to help people make kinda bridge the gap between where they're at now and where they wanna be?
So I think it's both actually of what you said exactly. But
Yeah.
what we help them is we help them gain clarity first
Yeah.
on what their lifestyle is. Because some of their clients, they're burned out from their 9 to 5. They
Yeah.
cannot even envision, they cannot even see what's possible for them.
Yeah.
So we help them gain clarity on what's possible for them and what that lifestyle is. And we call it their freedom lifestyle. And then from there, we gave them the permission to dream. And then we help them figure out, hey, what's the online business idea that's aligned to you? So we help them even come up with a business idea that's aligned to what they want to build and with the lifestyle that they want.
Cool.
And that's gonna give them the freedom that they want. So
Yeah.
we help them discover the business idea, and then we help them launch that business idea.
Oh, wow.
Usually, with usually within a year, our clients they start making money from that online business. They start getting their clients, and then after that, we help them grow the business. So it's a whole journey of launching the business, growing the business, and then going through all their fears and their limiting beliefs of quitting the 9 to 5, and then removing all those blockers so they can actually okay. I'm
Yeah.
confident I can quit my job because it's not just the business actually that's stopping them. It's all the different
For
fears,
sure.
different fears from talking to family, talking to their partner, and all of that. Like the business is just one part of the what's gonna give them confidence. But
Yeah.
actually, there's so many layers on why they don't want to quit the 9 to 5 because they were raised to be like that. And
Yeah.
we were in that position, so we totally understand what they're going through. And so with a combination of Fran's life coaching, so Fran is a life coach, so she helps them like really focus on what do they really want and
Yeah.
go for it and face all those fears and convert them to opportunities. And then I'm an agile coach, so I help them execute using the agile methodology, and we
Okay.
help them execute and always go for their dreams. Like we have a framework that helps them to execute,
Oh,
and we
cool.
help them keep accountable. And then yeah, that's the whole process.
Yeah.
I hope that makes sense.
No, yeah, it does. I love that. So kinda tell us, obviously, you have the app on the App Store. Does that align with how y'all are in the coaching lane, or is it for something separate?
Yeah, actually, the app is a self development app that helps you to actually create week goals and do daily journaling. So
Cool.
basically, the framework that we actually teach our clients, we help them to turn that big vision, the big vision that they have for their business and their freedom business and lifestyle, turn
Yeah.
them into small achievable goals. And the app, what helps them is to actually take action every day and stay conscious and build habits in gratitude, positive thinking, so they can actually move forward and achieve
Yeah.
that freedom lifestyle and business. So the app helps them to do daily journaling and set week goals so they can move forward.
It's
Yeah. I
a
love it.
journaling app we call it journaling app for dreamers and entrepreneurs, but basically mostly for online entrepreneurs.
Yeah, that's so good.
Nomad Journal app.
Okay. That's fantastic. I think that's just a beautiful thing to be able to have a resource, like you said, that you can continue to go back to and document and get those dreams out. That's beautiful. So I guess I'm curious for y'all in your business as y'all continue to grow in the coaching lane. What do you feel like you have momentum in that's really kind of like, man, we're doing this thing well? And then on the flip side, I'm curious, what is the kind of hole in the boat, if you will, or the bottleneck that you see that y'all are trying to like break through in this season?
That's a very good question. I think in terms of momentum, I would say our level of discipline has never been this good. Like we are as founders, I think we are very disciplined, and that
Yeah.
help us to build momentum in many areas of our business.
Yeah.
In terms of the business, I would say client retention. Our clients are constantly renewing, like
That's great.
accomplishing like the different programs and achieving the results. And also the marketing side of it, like we are posting in social media twice a day, showing up
Yeah.
in stories every day, and that's been like this for months
Yeah.
and years. So
Great.
I would say that's what's working. And I think on the other side of this,
I would I would just say it's so funny that with your questions, what's in momentum and what's the bottleneck, I feel like it's the same thing. I feel like it's marketing because we've been, when we started, we were doing content creation as travel influencers, as we told the story when we started. And so we became good in content creation because we
Yeah.
were travel influencers. And that business didn't work for us. It's not aligned to our freedom lifestyle.
Yeah.
And so we switched to coaching business, and now we're like, okay, let's use our content creation skills. So
Yeah.
we build a brand, and that's what we call Map the Unknown in Instagram.
Yeah.
I started as travel influencers, and now we are rebuilding the brand again for
Okay.
our coaching business.
Oh,
And
cool.
so
Okay.
so our momentum or the momentum was like, hey, we're good in content creation. Let's do that. We have the discipline. And now our bottleneck is like, okay, we need to really grow the brand as a coaching business. So right now, I would say that our biggest blocker is Instagram. Like they actually disabled their account
Oh,
like 2 months ago.
yeah.
oh,
No,
wow.
no,
You
a
know,
month and a half ago.
no, 2 months almost. Yeah.
We were like on it, like millions of views every day. We were posting twice a day, like we were on it, and
Like
then
growing, like every single day we were gaining new followers.
Yeah.
we're getting 100 followers a week. And like, oh, this is great.
Wow.
And then they disable their account, and you're like, what?
And hold on, by disabled, I mean like
Permanently
they
disabled.
said permanently disabled. You
Oh
lost
my
access. You
gosh.
can not appeal back. Like we will give you back your files and everything. You lost the access. Like that type of disabled. I mean, like
Wow.
we lost the account.
Did you ever figure out why?
No, actually,
No,
we asked and we said like, hey, we don't want this to happen again. Like, I mean, this is very important to us. We've
Yeah.
been like
for eight
working on
years.
this for
Yeah.
8 years, right? And they said, no, looks like it was a glitch in the system, but, we cannot tell you, we cannot figure it out. Looks like your account is perfect. And we were like, how can you tell me that my account is perfect, but you disable it?
Yeah.
And now everything is okay? How can I prevent this? And they didn't give us an
Oh
answer.
my gosh, guys.
Yeah. So that was
So
very
y'all having to
frustrating.
rebuild an Instagram presence from scratch?
So no, this is what happened. So we were blocked for a week, but then we were talking to many people and how to get it back. So we were able to get into their customer support, and then through Meta Verified, we got to their customer support, and then that's when we talked to them. Hey, can you put this back? Then they were able to review finally and put it back after a week.
Actually, in the middle, someone impersonated our account. So someone was
Uh,
pretending to be us. We
interesting.
have followers, clients, and my family. My mom was following that account already. I was like, Mom, that's not us, like,
Oh,
can you?
wow.
So I think that actually helped us. And when we chatted with them and we said like, hey, you blocked us. Now someone is impersonating us. Like, can you please give us our account back? Because I mean, like, we really work on this.
Yeah.
And like in a matter of hours after we were able, and I think this is the power of community, like because we had so many online business owners, friends, that we were able to reach out and say, hey, have anyone experienced this? And then they were like, yeah, this happened to me, or yeah, this happened to a client of mine. So
Yeah.
everyone actually helped us to see what were the options to get it back. And in a few hours after talking to Meta Verify, we were able to get it back. But definitely it was very stressful and
Wow.
we lost momentum. Speaking of
No, yeah,
momentum, we
yeah,
lost momentum
yeah,
because we were like on top of the game, like every single day posting and, like gaining millions of views. And then all of a sudden it was like for 1 week, it's like you don't realize, but then that 1 week, it really crashed, like it really affected our momentum. We were like,
oh, yeah,
oh,
It affected our whole team. Yeah.
like, yeah,
oh,
it's like,
yeah,
okay, how do we get back to this? Like, do we go back to the same way? And do we need to change something? So that
yeah,
impacted our momentum
yeah,
in a way.
absolutely. Well,
And that's when we realized having a strong brand, how important it is to be a strong brand. So that's going to be our focus next year to really grow our brand. And that's the quick answer to what is our main blocker right now. So we
yeah.
really want to grow our brand and have a strong positioning.
Yeah, yeah, that's a great point. So I love going back to your momentum side before we talk, because I do want to talk about what y'all's focus this year is. But on the momentum side, I just love that y'all's answer was discipline, because I feel like when you go back to, I actually was just having a conversation with a good friend of mine talking about how the goals that we set out in the future a lot of times are just a matter of you doing the same thing over and over and over again for a long period of time that can achieve that goal, right? So it's the discipline of getting up every day and continue to do those habitual things that you need to do that you know works, that ultimately is going to allow you to achieve that goal. It's very simple in nature, but it's very hard to do, right? And so I love discipline
Exactly.
is like the key to all of those things, right? Is that like, am I going to wake up at 5 a.m.? I don't know. It's like you got to be disciplined to do those things. And so I think I love
Exactly.
that y'all have momentum in that and you're seeing fruit from it, right? From the ability to say like, nope, this is what we know we need to do. So I'm going to be disciplined to do it and it's going to pay dividends long term. So I think there's a lot of power in that. But I am curious going into the bottleneck side, what is your focus now knowing that, okay, we have to rebuild the brand, build our brand bigger than it is. How are you even planning on tackling that over 2026? And what does that look like for y'all?
So we're gonna come back even stronger because of what happened with
Yeah.
Instagram. So our plan is actually to really focus on growing our account. And so we're gonna post 3 times a day,
Okay.
and we hired new team members to
Okay.
help us create content and to help us. Yeah, we started reorganizing how we want to share our stories and our brand. So we want to have more freedom of Fran sharing all her stories and her voice, and me too, and we're gonna combine it together to
Yeah.
build a strong brand as a couple.
And I think
Yeah.
in the more uh like speaking more of like concrete actions, like we actually are going to invest in a content creation program where we can have
Cool.
accountability and we can really learn how to master that. We
Yeah.
also want to, like, right now we have 2 people helping us and we were thinking to add one more for video editing. So because right now we are using our content creation skills,
Yeah.
but that's also like taking away some of our time from
For sure.
other things. So in the future, we want to go pro and really hire a video editor that can
Yeah.
help us buy back our time. So he can do actually even a better job probably than us. So
Yeah.
yeah, investing in a content creation program and coach, and then
Yeah.
hiring more people to help us bring the vision
Yeah. That's
to reality.
And to add, it's not just a content creation course; it's like personal branding course
Personal branding course.
or
Thank
yeah.
you.
program.
That's the right way to say thank you.
No, that's great. I'm curious, are y'all strictly on Instagram and running the full lane in that, or y'all trying to go into other platforms as well?
Our focus is Instagram. What we are doing is like our main focus is Instagram, and our team is reposting in the other platforms. Like now we
Mhm.
are in a very good time in for the online business because actually YouTube, TikTok, they all share the same format. So
Yeah.
actually, we've been growing our we were saying, oh, we've been growing in YouTube. We had no idea. Like people, like like we keep on gaining subscribers because
Yeah.
our team is still posting the same content. And it's so funny to see, oh, this content performed well here, but we are not doing anything. Like our main focus is Instagram, and then our team just reposts the same content in the other social
Yeah.
medias.
I love
That's
that.
something that we learned. In the beginning, we were doing all the social medias and we were spreading ourselves too thin.
Yeah.
And we were like, no, let's focus on one, let's grow
Yep.
one, and then we'll see from there.
No, I think that's great. I think there's a lot of power. And like you said, like become an expert in one and then repurpose that same content into the other ones just to get more eyeballs on what y'all are doing. So I think there's a lot of power in that. That's really, really neat. Okay. I'm curious, going back in your journey through creating the business, creating the coaching business, is there anything you wish you would have known about prioritizing profit or having margin in your business that you maybe learned throughout building this business, or kind of speak to a little bit of how y'all think about profit as you build your business?
I think the main thing that I wish we knew earlier was client lifetime value. Like,
Yeah.
we were thinking, like, in the beginning of our journey, we were thinking in products, like, okay, we have online workshops, we have a mobile app, we have it. So it was like products, but
Yeah.
we were not thinking in like, okay, what's the lifetime value of this client? How can we help this client along the journey?
Yeah.
And nowadays, like the moment we realize like is that and that we learn that concept, is like, oh my God, like now we are making more money by doing less because we are serving our clients more, better.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my God, like why nobody told me that in the beginning? It's like I could have helped more people better and earn
Yeah.
more money with less effort,
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think for me, client lifetime value, I would say, is one of those concepts that when it comes to profit, I think that was kind of like
Yeah,
life changing.
that was a game changer for us.
Yeah.
We were at the point, especially when we started doing online workshops, like what she said, we were focusing on our products or services, and in our heads, like the only way to make more money is to keep selling, like
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
get more clients. But no, when we understood client lifetime value, no, we have our clients. Let's keep serving them. And that gave us recurring revenue. That gave us
Yeah.
more. Actually, we can sell them higher, sell them to a higher price margin because they trust us,
That's
and
exactly right. Yeah.
we're gonna serve them better. And so that was it's a game changer for us. So it actually we were doing less marketing efforts and getting more sales. And when you get more sales, there's more problems to solve because you're getting more clients. But with the client lifetime value, you're serving the same client, there's trust, and that really helped our business a lot.
And
Like,
you're able to go deeper. So you help
Yeah.
them really along the journey. So you don't think, I think the main thing is like, instead of thinking in products, you think in terms of client journey. And I
Yeah.
think that's everyone wins. Your client wins, you win. So I think that definitely it was a game changer.
Okay, this is like music to my ears because there's so much beauty in exactly what you just said. The lifetime value. I've heard also called the lifetime gross profit of your clients. But like when you think about that, like and everybody knows, we've all heard this 1,000 times, that it's the effort to upsell an existing client is vastly lower than the effort to bring on a brand new client, right? And so
definitely.
y'all are experiencing that, which I think is so, so cool. So I'm curious, like, are there any practical things that y'all are putting into place to say, like, okay, this client's been with us for 3 months or 6 months. What can we do to like re-engage them or upsell to them the next package? Or what does that look like? Are y'all just trying to just invest in them as much as possible so they do feel the value that y'all are providing? Can you kind of walk us through how y'all, I guess, practically how y'all are living out increasing the lifetime value?
I think I think there are three things that help us. The first one is like we really thought about what's the big problem that we are solving.
Gotcha.
So having that clarity was like, we are getting the client here, and the big problem that we are solving is this. So the end line or the finish line in like quotation marks is this. So
Yeah.
what are the things that they will experience along the journey? And we were like, oh, and then we broke that into different journeys or
Yeah.
phases.
Yeah.
So it's like, phase number one is this, phase number two is this. So we had like the vision, right? And then every time my clients comes in, it's like, okay, they got the results of phase one. Okay, do we still think in real life the next problem that we are solving for them is what we thought it was? And then it's like, yes, perfect. So then we upsell the next program.
Yeah.
And then that's basically how we do it, like with a big vision. big vision. Then the second one, break it into phases,
Yeah.
like thinking what are the problems that we will solve along the journey, and also testing. Like we are always like really sending surveys to our clients and seeing like, hey, are we really solving the real
Yeah.
problem?
I was gonna say that. I think our success was we have a client success team.
Yeah.
Like, and she's the one leading it.
Yeah.
The client
Love that.
success, we have a client success team, so we have a team like really focusing on thinking what's this gonna do, what's happening with our client. Like per client, like we know exactly what they're going through because we have surveys from the beginning, in the middle, at the end, and
Yeah.
we get feedback, we get testimonials. So we know what they're going through. I think that's the main success. And now we
Sure.
know what they're going through, what their problems are, then we know what to offer them next. And
So
when
good.
we offer them next, you know how we offer them? We just send them an email. Like sales was this was the easiest sale funnel
Yeah.
for because this clients like we just send them an email. Hey, this is the next thing you should do because this is your next level. And they're like,
Yeah.
okay, let's do it. That's the best part for it.
That's
And
so good.
actually, one of our clients was like, "Yeah, guys, you keep on solving my problem. So yes, I wanna continue with you." So and it's fun, because then you build a relationship with someone. Like it's
Yeah.
like you see this person growing and achieving so much, and it's like, wow. Just to think that when you started, like you were here and now you're here, is like wow. It's
Yeah.
like you're so proud of them, right? So in a nutshell, I think having the vision, breaking it to phases, and then having the surveys so you can really see
Like
if
get
in
the
real
feedback.
Or
life,
having a dedicated client success team.
yeah,
I
like
think
Yeah.
that's
really.
I think that's so valuable. I mean, there's so much wisdom in what you just mentioned. I think for really that
and
applies to any business because I feel like, and I've fallen into this trap too, where I like come up with this idea that I think our clients are going to love. And so then I invest a bunch of time and money to go build that thing. But I never even asked our clients, would they even use it or like it if I released that? And so to go back
Right.
to getting feedback from paid customers that are like, "Hey, if you did this for me, this could be very valuable." And it's just like, why don't we all build businesses that way? Because it would just go so much further if you had the intentionality, right, to go reach out to the clients and have your client success team to go do that. So I think there's just
right.
wisdom and power in that for sure. I love it so much. Well, cool. I'm curious, is there anything else, I guess, that y'all track maybe on a weekly or monthly basis to like gauge the health of your business? Obviously, I love the lifetime value mentality. Is there what else are y'all looking at or kind of tracking?
Right. So obviously, talking about client success, we do have client success metrics. That's a
Cool.
important thing for us. And I think, like any usual business, we have leads, pipeline metrics
Yeah.
that we keep that healthy as much as we can, unless Instagram blocks us. But anyway, the leads, pipeline metrics. We have our content metrics because we're now focusing on building our personal brand. So we really look at our content metrics right now, all the views, the reach, and
Yeah.
the followers.
Yeah.
And I think that's and then the finances. Like of course, we always look at we keep our relationship with money healthy by checking on our finances every
Yep.
week. We check in every day actually, and then every week
It's great.
we have a review every week as the founders and then CEOs, and then we have a monthly review also, like revenue,
Wow.
profit margin, and all those good
Business
stuff, business
expenses.
expenses, all those
Yeah.
good stuff.
That's so good. I think there's massive, massive power in the rhythms of your business and saying like, yeah, we're going to check this weekly. We're going to do a full deep dive monthly. I mean, all of that stuff. I think when you build that rhythm into the expectations of what you need to know to like say, are we healthy? Or are we not healthy? Is just such a beautiful thing. So I love that y'all are doing that. That is awesome, guys. Well, real quick as we wrap up, is there anything that we haven't talked about really today that is kind of on your heart or on your mind that you want to talk about?
Good question.
It's a hard question.
I would say, I think because I think, like I believe that everyone is, I don't know, in the end, a creator. I feel like online entrepreneurs, we go and love creating things. And
Yeah.
I think that's in the nature of many people. It's just that maybe it's not awakened. So, and especially speaking of our mission, like if anyone there, has like if it ever crossed your mind to like, oh, I wish I had my own thing. I wish like I can create something that is truly mine, that is actually making an impact, that is powerful. I think actually nowadays we are in a very beautiful time because I think AI is removing all those
Yeah.
admin or things that are more repetitive. And I think this is allowing us to be more creative, more
Yeah,
human.
for sure.
So I think if it ever crossed your mind to go for, creating something that is truly yours and creating that business that is like, oh my God, like I'm creating something that is mine and that is making an impact on others,
Yeah.
I think go for it. Go for it. Go create it, because I think the world needs more people creating things from their heart, going for it, creating an impact. I think that's how
Yeah.
you can create a better world.
And if I would simplify or summarize this 8 years of us going through working on a business, we have so many goals. Like we want to reach 6 figures, we want to reach 7 figures, and all of that stuff. So many, you need to improve yourself and develop yourself. And one thing or two things I would say is that going for this dream or going for creating a business is really for us, it's like a personal development journey.
Yes.
You really need to develop yourself, and it's a beautiful journey. That's why it was worth it, or it is worth it. We're still going through that. It's like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's like ongoing always. Like, wow, I need to learn
Yeah.
more stuff. And then the second thing is we always remind ourselves that the goal is not the 6 figures, the 7 figures. The goal is really freedom and fulfillment. It's the person you become. Like we become a person that is free and that's fulfilled and like helping people. So
Yeah.
that's what we remind always our clients. Hey, don't forget, guys. The goal is the freedom and the fulfillment, and those are the values that we really take care in our company.
That's so good, guys. And you drilled it on the head. I've experienced the same thing, and I'm just going to continue to live it out. That business ownership is the ultimate personal development machine, right? It like exposes you in so many ways, and you're like, I got to build a team with all my weaknesses and all these different
Yeah.
things, right? It's like it
Right.
exposes a lot. So and it tests your faith and it tests a lot of things, and so I think it's just a beautiful way to, like you said, help yourself get to the next level from a personal development side. And guys, I love y'all's heart for the impact. I fully agree with that. I think every business is a business that needs to serve people that has massive impact in the world. And so I just love what y'all are doing and helping people launch into that from something that they're currently miserable in. And so y'all keep doing what you're doing, guys. It's just fun to
Thank you
chat
so
with you.
much.
I love talking with awesome people like that just have a purpose behind what you're doing. And it's not because for us, we try to help people become more profitable so they can do more creative things and have greater impact for their life. But it's so many times it's not about the money, just like y'all mentioned, it's not about that. It's about having the impact that you want to have and the fulfillment that you want to have. And I just love that y'all are coaching people up on that, guys. So really, really appreciate it. If people want to know more about Marco and Fran, where do they go?
Map the Unknown. They can find us as Map the Unknown in Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, website. Mainly, you can find us in Instagram. That we will make sure that if you follow us in Instagram, we will reach out to you because we love meeting everyone who follows us and interacts with us. So if you follow us in Map the Unknown in Instagram, you will receive a message from us. Expect a message from us,
And
definitely.
and in Instagram,
Yeah,
that's where we share all our mindset frameworks and this amazing freedom lifestyle that we share. So that's where we share everything.
that's great. I love it. We'll definitely put the link in the show notes so everybody can go find y'all there. And guys, thank y'all so much for being on the podcast. Really enjoyed the conversation and love what y'all are doing. I really appreciate it.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Austin, and thanks for having us.
It was an amazing, like seriously, this was like having a coffee with the friends. And I love what you're doing also. Thank you so much for having us.